What are you going to do when a major weather event hits your area and you have no safe drinking water? Or there's a huge industrial spill or an explosion and some big industry poisons the groundwater. Or, which I think this is a possibility in the future, you just run out of groundwater in your area. I see a lot of people buying property in Arizona, and all I think is, what are you going to do when there's no more water? These are the things that I think about. I'm starting to prepare for a worst case scenario just because of the way the world has been going and weather events are getting worse. These are the things that I'm thinking about, and I think these are things that everybody should be thinking about. And that's why today I want to demonstrate for you the Itehil water purification system. You might remember I tested this out first in Mexico a couple years ago in Baja. I actually drank Mexican tap water and didn't get sick because I ran it through the Itehil water purification system first. So it's really easy to set up. I've already got the hoses installed. The input hose has this filtration on the end. So I'm going to go ahead and dump the Mexican tap water into my Bear canister. Drop this right in. The other side you have it, this is really easy to install. It's just a plastic clip. You just snap it on. When you want to take it off, you just pinch it and take it off to store it. The drinking water hose has a white lining on the end so that you know which is drinking water. And then you just install the filters, which is really easy to do. You've got a slot for the RO filter and a slot for the hybrid filter, and you just push down on them and make sure they're locked in place before you start filtering. Oh my gosh, it tastes really good. Today, I'm gonna try something a little bit different, and we're just gonna purify random sitting water on the side of the road in a state forest in New York, and we're gonna get clean drinking water just from a random water source. Which honestly, I mean, I know I'm starting to sound a little bit like a prepper, but I'm starting to think that this might be a reality in the not so distant future where we have to get the things that we need to survive wherever we can, and that means getting water from swamps and mud puddles and ditches. These are real possibilities for whether you're in a survival situation or whether you're just trying to live your life. And the Itehil water purification system can turn all of those things into pure, healthy, drinkable water. So let's get this set up and let's test this out on this nice little pond. It's not really a pond, it's a water hole. You know what, actually first, let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like for comparison. Not bad, it's a little green. Let's test it. I have a tester. Oh, look at that. Pour. Wouldn't drink that. I'm actually kind of surprised, but yeah, wouldn't drink that. All the hoses are super easy to connect. You don't need any special tools. They just screw right in or clip right in. This is the input. You just screw it in, and then it's got the filter on the other end to filter out any big stuff. All right. And you just drop it in your water source, and it's ready to go. Look at that. Just in a couple minutes, I've got fresh water coming through, drinking water. So you've got a drinking water right here, that's the drinking water, and you have wastewater, which I'm just letting run out, but you could use that for like washing dishes and things like that, especially if you have really contaminated water. But I'm just gonna let that run out. With the self-priming pump, you can get 17 ounces of water per minute. And with the built-in battery that's rechargeable, with each charge, you're gonna get 9 gallons of water. And it only takes a little over an hour to charge. So that's pretty fast. And it makes it really easy to use in your everyday life if you want to. All right, so let's test this again, see where we're at. So we're gonna test it again. Look at that, 94, excellent. It went from undrinkable, dangerous water to excellent. Oh, wow. And it tastes really good, really clean, it's delicious. So with 2 filters, it's got both a hybrid filter and a reverse osmosis filter. And the hybrid filter has a PP cotton filter, which filters out large debris like rust and organic materials, things that are probably in here. That's probably what most of it was. Composted, that's not the word I'm looking for. Debris, you know, like leaves and dirt and rust, and I'm right next to a road, so who knows what else spilled in here. But it's also got activated carbon, which absorbs impurities like chlorine. So you could even filter swimming pool water. How cool is that? In an emergency, you can filter swimming pool water. Imagine how much water that would give you to drink in an emergency situation. Go raid all your neighbors' pools because you're gonna have an Itehil and they aren't. Look at, I filled my Nalgene. It fills up really fast. The reverse osmosis filter filters virtually all impurities with nanoscale membranes featuring microscopic pores. So that reverse osmosis filter is going to filter out bacteria and viruses. So if you want to use this camping and you want to use stream water or lake water, you don't have to worry about things like Giardia or other viruses or bacteria that can be carried in water from animals and humans. So the Itehil water purification system, it's super lightweight. You can take it anywhere. It's an excellent, I think everybody needs to start thinking about having an emergency kit, no matter if they're on the road, if they're living in a sticks and bricks. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna run out of water. And anybody who's paying attention knows that pretty soon water is gonna be like the next oil, right? So having something like the Itehil water purification system is going to help you turn a mud puddle or a ditch or a swimming pool or coffee or soda or urine or sweat, even sweat, into potable, healthy drinking water. And the 2 filters, you've got the reverse osmosis and the hybrid filters. For each set of filters, you're gonna get 600 to 800 gallons of water before you need to replace the filter. It's gonna be a good idea if you're gonna add this to your emergency preparedness kit to get a couple extra filters. It's got a built-in battery with up to 2,000 life cycles per battery. So you're gonna be able to use this a long time, get a lot of gallons of water, and be able to keep you and your family in healthy drinking water for a long time with the built-in battery. And it charges in just a little over an hour. So you never have to worry about running out of fresh water. I got back to my RV and realized not only is the Itehil water purification system great for your emergency preparedness kit, but I can use it every day in my RV. How many times, anybody who lives in an RV or a van, have you had to fill up water in some pretty iffy locations? Like the water is right next to the dump station and it says non-potable, but you don't have a choice. And so you're like cleaning it out with alcohol and like crossing your fingers that you're not going to get sick. Come on, you know, you've been there. We've all been there. But I can just put this on my countertop and I can purify all the water that goes into my fresh water tank. And I can know that no matter where I get my water, I'm going to have fresh, healthy water. So not only for emergency situations, but also just in your everyday life. The Itehil water purification system, especially reverse osmosis, you don't get any better than that. And it's portable and it's compact. And you can charge it either by plugging it in, or you can just charge it by USB. So I can plug it in to my inverter, or if I'm plugged into shore power, I can charge it with a Bluetti or even solar. So if you want to make sure you have healthy and fresh drinking water, no matter where you go, no matter what the environment or the universe sends your way, get your Itehil water purification system now. Use the link in the video description below to get a special deal for my audience only. And just make sure you're, no matter what happens, things are getting weird, no matter what happens, you're going to be able to survive. Thank you, Itehil, for sponsoring today's video. I'm really glad to be adding the Itehil water purification system to my emergency preparedness kit. GoPro, stop recording.